Hello friends, hope you are doing good. This is Ganesh and video number 7 on object-oriented ALV concept, and today's session I'm going to explain the cell properties, how to manage a cell in an object-oriented ALV. So there are two different areas to understand about the cell properties. The first one would be where all the cell properties are available. So it's here we are in object oriented, so everything could be a class or a method or a class attribute. So last session also we have seen few attributes from CLGUI ALV grid class. Here also today also we are going to see some more attributes from the same class, which is going to help to change the basic property of your cell. So cell is nothing but each cell in your ALV, right? So fields, I can say field, in the field, every row you have, every row, every field is a cell. So that is a one area we are going to understand where the properties are available. I want to change the color of my cell. I want to apply a button to my cell. I want to edit and not edit my cell. Depends on business scenario. So I can have it's open change to all my cell to be in the same color, or depends on some record, depends on some need. I want to change the particular row and the particular cell also different colors. Depends. So this is one way. Another way is internal table. So internal table is nothing but where the data is or residing for your ALV. So ALV is nothing but a representation of your internal table, right? So in that internal table, we are going to add few new fields. Depends on the property of the particular structure. So some fields are represented as another internal table, because a cell has to change the property of a cell, we need more than one value for a particular structure. So they form as a structure. Okay, it's not one field, they form as a structure. So obviously we need a internal table concept, a particular field. Okay, I will explain a little deeper as well. Some fields, maybe I can add one more extra field, especially to make some change in my cell. So it depends on the need. I'm going to add some new fields in my existing internal table. That could be a normal field, or that could be a field which holds another internal table. Okay, it's very simple, so don't worry about it. Okay, so these are the two places where you have to do a change in your existing object oriented ALE program to make some changes in your cell, and depends on the business scenario. That is depends on your own business need. Through if condition you can decide, okay, I want this particular property to be enabled only for these rows, these cells, depends on the value. So that is a normal if condition, you can play around with that. Okay, so we'll see that level also. Let's get into the slide first. So first one, I want to make a color to my internal table. Okay, so to my cell, very specific to a particular cell, I want to make some colors. So this is my basic internal table, and I'm going to have one more field. Okay, any name you can give, whatever name you want, just give any name. So cell color, excuse me. So this field is going to represent a structure called LVC underscore T. Obviously, you know it's a table type underscore S call. Okay, so this is a table type, and it has a fields like fnam is going to be a normal one field, and color is going to be another structure over here, and no key column is another field. So this is a structure of LVCT SCOL structure. So this is going to be an internal table. This cell color is going to be an internal table. So body of an internal table, I can say. So here what you have to be careful is, while updating, you might have some syntax error. This is not applicable, this is not compatible. So make sure you're doing the things very correctly. Okay, but it's very simple. So this is about cell color. I decided I want to make some color to my cell. Then you need to have one additional field in your data internal table. Okay, the next one is, okay, these are some values I'm passing, some examples. So fnam equal to mtart. I want the color -col, because this is not a field, it has some more structure. So color hyphen call is equal to 5. So colors are obviously in ABAP is represented with numbers, and 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever you want. And F name is MATNR, and this is going to be 6. So for this row, my internal table, this cell color is going to be applicable for this cell MTART, only this row, not all the rows. I'm talking about only this row. That's what I'm saying. The property is going to be enabled either all the rows or a specific row. It's up to you. And the second row, I want the color to be in my first column cell. So first row here, second row here. So depends on your need, you can make use of it. So this plays the major role to determine what kind of color you need in a particular cell, in a particular row. Okay, it could be repeated. Same thing could be repeated if you want same business need scenario to be applicable in all the rows. Depends. Another one, little more syntax. So whatever field name, so this is done. Okay, so next step would be, so if you start working with cell properties, obviously we need a layout parameter to be enabled in your set table for first display, correct? That is the one which generates your object oriented ALV. So it has is underscore layout is one of the parameters. So far we didn't used it much, but that now we need that one if you going to use some cell properties. So for that if you're going to keep the color mentioned in a particular internal table, that needs to be assigned to the field name for the layout structure is nothing but ctab underscore f name equal to what the name you are giving in your internal table, the field name that needs to be given here as well. Okay, so anything is fine, but it should not be a spelling mistake, make sure. So that is one thing you have to do. Another one, anyway this is an internal table, directly you can't enter the value, obviously you need a work area for it. Okay, so based on the structure I explained in the previous slide, LVCT scall. So create a work area and assign the value. So field name equal to MTART. So color, there are two hyphens because this is inside this color, you have one more structure. So this is my normal work area, hyphen color, hyphen COL equal to value, whatever values you want. And finally, this values to be updated or appended, inserted in my this particular column. So for that you have to use either insert or append to WA underscore Mara is a work area for this internal table. So it's a work area, it's going to hold only one record at a time, probably the first one. And cell color. What is the cell color? Cell color is nothing but whatever values we are holding here. Okay, so it will automatically, this is an internal table, is going to automatically add the data here. Okay, and finally modify your internal table IT underscore Mara. It's very simple. Okay, so same thing we are going to see in styles as well. Same thing. So styles, I'm going to use field name equal to MTAD. For this, the particular structure name is different. So that is actually that's LVC underscore T underscore STYL. Okay, so that is the structure of this property or functionality wise. It's same. This is also a internal table, body of an internal table. So whatever you are giving the field name, that needs to be assigned to a property in a is underscore layout structure is nothing but style f name equal to the same name you have to give. And then the same process, one work area is required, field name is what is the field name, and style is going to be an attribute of GUI ALV grid class. Okay, we are going to see that one, like enable, disable, button, on F4, whatever you want, you can assign over here as well. And the same thing, you have to insert it to your CL styles internal table and modify your basic internal table concept. Okay, so these are the two things, two different fields which you're going to use it, especially for color and styles, excuse me, of the cell. So next one we're going to see about status. Status is especially for to keep an icon, like basically we can say what are the traffic lights, green, red, yellow, that we are going to add it. So for that you can keep one particular field. It is not going to act as an internal table, just a field is fine. And what needs to be done in the layout is there is a field called excp exception, they call it as underscore fname equal to whatever name you are giving, you have to give the same name in this layout parameter as well. And finally, you have to update this field with the value either 1 or 2 or 3, depends on your business need. Then automatically it will reflect as a what do you call traffic light in your object oriented ALV concept. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Let's get into the system now. So this is my system and I copied the existing program. So existing program is nothing but if I execute, you will get the values from MATNR, material and everything. So this is a technical training system. So hopefully there are some initial values that are coming. Let me take this out. So delete IT Mara. Okay. And execute. So this is our existing design, whatever we have followed the previous sessions. And today I'm going to add a color to my material type. Maybe the particular one cell, I'm going to pick it. I'm going to keep the fourth row and the column name is MATNR, MTART, and I'm going to assign a cell color. Okay, only for that fourth row. So this is the requirement. It's not depends on any value. Simply I have just picked the one particular cell. So on top of it, if you want, you can add a if condition. So step one would be let me have a column in my internal table. So it's going to be a cell color type LVC underscore T underscore SCOL. So this is the internal table. Once you add this, so these are fields and this is another body of an internal table. So once you add this, you will get a first error. Check it in your select statement. Yep. So error is it's not flat or it contains a reference or internal table as components. Exactly, I added one field. It's not a normal field. It contains an internal table. So what is a table type? Okay, so what you have to do of initial change would be if you have a cell properties in your internal table. So you have to use no other option into corresponding fields of table. Control F2, it's gone. Okay, this is a very common issue once you add any internal table over there. That's fine. So step one is done. My internal table is ready to accept the values. So based on that, I need one work area, same structure. So WA cell color type LVC. I mean, you can use type line of or you know about it, right? So it has S. So S means structure, T means table type. Okay, got it. Now I need to assign a value to this internal work area first and then append this to this work area for this internal table because directly you can't access this internal table. You need a work area for it. Okay, so assign a value to this work area first, color cells work area, and append the value to this work area. Automatically it will append to your internal table. Let's see how to do that. So I'll go to the inputs sorry output module where my what is that table display is going to be. Here it is. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is assign cell color properties. Cell color and the field would be if name is going to be MTART and cell color. So this is one more, it has one more structure. So it has color, intensive, I and V. So if you want, you can assign all the values. I just go with only one, probably 5. Okay, it's done. So this needs to be append to the internal table with the help of another work area, Mara. Hyphen, control space bar, cell color, dot. Okay. That's it. And finally, I want to modify this because it needs to be updated in my internal table for the particular row, right? The fourth row. So I'm going to update because still it's in the work area level, not it's reached the body of an internal table. Mara from WA Mara. Transporting only cell color. I don't want to add anything else. And here I'm going to hard code it. If you don't want to hard code, just use your own if condition, depends on your business need. Okay. So best part would be clear it. Yeah. Suppose if you want to add one more line on it. That's it. And activate it. Excuse me. And so once you start, the two steps are done. The final step would be the layout. Okay, so once you start with cell properties, layout is it's playing a major role. So I need a work area for that layout. I'll go the global one. So here I need a layout type LVC underscore C underscore LAYO. Okay, so go to the PBO module. So everything I'm going to write in the same place here. Yeah. So here, fill the layout parameters. So WA layout and the layout field name as, what is the field name? Oh, F name. Okay, okay, here it is. C tab F name for colors, cell color. Equals what is the field name which we have given in the internal table. That is very important. Okay, cell color, I believe it's cell color. Yeah, the same thing I have to give here, cell color. That's it. And add this layout or enable the layout parameter in the set table for first display. So it should be is because it is a work area layout equal to WA layout. Okay, let's activate it and execute. Let's see whether any color is applied for the particular cell in the object oriented ALV. Good. This could be L, I believe. One second. Better. I go here. Signature. Okay, yes. LBC, yes. LAYO. Yes, okay. Activate and execute. Yes. So there is a color in the particular cell. So if you want based on the requirement, suppose I want if the material type is KMAT, yes, you can do what? Maybe you have to use the loop. You want to inside in a loop your entire internal table and play around and update your cell property, whatever is required. Okay. That is for cell property for colors. Suppose I want to make a style. So what I'm going to do is I want to add one more. Okay, let me go through this, excuse me, in the debugging mode. Execute. So here it is. Cell color. So work area. And it's going to be added in this internal table. So this is internal table and it has the structure. I added only 5. I didn't add anything in this fields. Okay. And then I'm going to modify my Mara internal table. So this is, each row has the particular internal table. I'm going to update only the fourth row, right? I'm pressing F5 now. F5. Yeah, so only the fourth row got modified, not all the rows, because I have the hard-coded one. So based on the business scenario, this is a way we are going to control it, which row, which cell need this property to be applicable. So if you double click, you're able to see the same thing for this empty ART, sorry, empty ART, and this is the color it's applied. Okay, so this way it just updating in your internal table. Just if you go to the debugging mode, it's very easy to understand how it works. Okay, and if it's clear, just clear the internal table part. Execute it. So now I'm going to use style. Excuse me. So style, I need one more column here. Any name you can give. Cell styles type LVC underscore T underscore STYL. Okay, that's it. And the same thing to be in the layout also I have to give, right? So let me go down. Let me finish that first. Otherwise I used to forget. So if you forgot, it won't give any syntax error and it won't apply. So it's very difficult to understand why it's not happening. Then so better you apply in the first level itself. Okay, so here style name is the field. Equal to cell underscore styles. So hope it's styles. Yeah, styles. Okay. So now enter the values for the styles. Okay, one more declaration. I forgot about it. For styles, I need a work area. So here I need work area for styles. Type LVC underscore T underscore STYL. That's it. Okay, we are good. Once you assign the values, we are good to go. WA cell styles. Here the field parameter is field name. Again, 1 second. It should be yes. So that is the reason I'm not getting any help if I press Control space bar. Okay. Go back. Okay, so now Control space bar. Yes. Field name equal. Field name as MTART and then cell styles. What is that? Style name, style. Okay, style is going to be the attribute of my class grid underscore st control space bar. Here it is. You want a button, you want disable, you want enable, you want F4, you want F4 no, hotspot, whatever you want. Okay, so simple, I go with the disabled option. Disabled, that's it. And this needs to be append or insert to my work area. Okay, which refers to the basic content internal table work area. So to Mara, it's going to be cell style. So I have two fields now. Okay, I'm going to modify this. I'm modifying openly. So if you want, you can add what I'm doing. Yeah, you just add based on your requirement from Mara transporting cell styles. That is index 4, so I can go with index 6. Okay, that's it. You can append for the next row, you can append it. Okay, so like this, clear it and you can add whatever informations you want. Now execute. Okay, it's in debugging. Let's take some time. So here, let me take out the breakpoint, execute fully. So here it's got disabled. Okay, So this is a way you can just play around with the cell properties, depends on your own requirement. Okay. And one more is adding a traffic signal or traffic lights over here. So for that I need one field. It could be anywhere like status type character 1. Okay, step 1 is done. And step 2, this is a field only, right? So I have to add a value either 1, 2 or 3. So before that it needs to be added in the layout also. That is very important. Let me do it first over here. Layout. What is the layout name? Field parameter name is this one, exception field name. Equal to status. Okay. Afterwards, I didn't add the value. I want to show you something here. Once you added it, the extra field and added the same field name to the parameter exception field name, and if you execute it, you might notice some changes in your OO ALV. I didn't add this in my field catalog. It automatically updated here with a heading called exception. Okay, we can change it. We can able to make change here. So if you add a value, it automatically reflects. For example, I'm going to use the loop it mara. I'm going to use a field symbol to avoid modify statement inside the loop statements mara. And if that's mtart equals fert, okay, I want it to be green. F is mara status equals 1. Okay, that's it. Toward and execute. So you're able to see. So one is red, it comes here. Okay, so maybe you can give the rest else part, you can give 2 or 3, whatever it is, depends on your need, you can change it. So the next one is how to change the header of my exception. So that also you're able to make it in the layout itself, but you need a data element for that. So exception underscore RO, this one. So you have to give the data elements, obviously you have to create it. Then the data element structure, sorry, the data element text is going to be updated with your exception field name. Particular column field name is going to be updated with this text. So here what happens, the text is going to be character 20. It's not relevant, but I don't have any data element for status right now. So we have few standard, figure it out, or you can create custom one and assign to here and execute. So it's automatically changed. So you don't want to make any exactly field, one more field catalog, add a field and everything. So if you have the exception, automatically it creates a field for you. Okay. That's it. And one more I want to show you. Suppose I don't want to use modify, I want to use loop. Then once again, anyway, I have a loop. So this part I want to use inside the loop with field symbols. Yes, we can do that. So to avoid the modify and more than one record I want to update. Okay. So field name is MDRT. I'm going to give this disabled. So let me do this for my empty ART. Okay. So and here the small change over here. FS Mara. That's it. So it will update directly to the body of an internal table. So activate. Execute. So all empty ART are disabled. Okay, so this way also you're able to do it. So just play around with this. Hope we have few more to come with object-oriented ALV. So here I'm giving exactly properties of each one. What is ALV? What is F4? How do we enable the properties and how to do a properties of a cell? So you can combine these based on your own requirement. So the understanding would be is not one full scenario and give everything into one. Instead of I'm trying to explain a small concept of which is available on object oriented ALV. So depends on your need, you can pick and work on it. Okay, so hope this way might be useful for you, and thank you so much for your time, and see you in the next video. Bye.